Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Audrey's reading area. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 8 p.m.
Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey reads in her area live at 8 o'clock p.m.
Live at 8 p.m. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Shout out to my grandbabies, Korea, Sanaa, David III, and Kaden. I love you and I miss ya. Mwah, mwah. Well, all right, you guys. On this T-shirt Thursday. I hope you guys have been having a good week so far. I know I have. I'm going to read you a book called Boarding School Blues. Boarding School Blues. Yes, I figured I would just do something different, fun, something different, something about boarding school blues that I don't really know about, although I kind of lived at a school before. Anyway, let's just jump right into this book. Wild Thornberry's movie. Yep, the Wild Thornberry's movie. It's a Nickelodeon book. And Boarding School Blues. It says by Kim Ostrow, illustrated by Robert Roper. When Eliza tries to save a cheetah cub in Africa, she runs into some dangerous poachers. Afterward, her family decides she'd be safer at a boarding school. In no time, Eliza finds herself in a stuffy dorm room with an even stuffier roommate. What animals will Eliza talk to now? I guess Eliza loves animals. All right, my conclusion. My inference. The Thornberrys sat around the convy like they did most nights, but this night was far from ordinary. Eliza had just risked her life racing through the plains of Africa to save a cheetah cub named Tally from poachers. Her parents made her promise that she would leave saving animals to the park rangers. I promise, Eliza said sadly, but the poachers still had Tally. Yeah, right, said Debbie. She's always sneaking off. Eliza glared at Debbie. Hey, I've covered long enough, Debbie said. Do you know she once fed protein bars to a Komodo dragon and rode a Siberian tiger? Eliza, is this true? Marianne asked. Eliza looked down at her feet. Nigel, Marianne, Eliza's grandmother Cordelia announced, Eliza needs to be in a structured environment, such as Lady Beatrice's boarding school in London. What about me? Debbie shrieked. I want to go too. Later that night, Marianne looked at a picture of Eliza. Are we doing the right thing? She asked Nigel. It's our only choice, he responded. Eliza is not going to listen to reason when it comes to traipsing off into the wild. She's quite fearless. You know, she takes after her father. Marianne sighed. The moment Eliza arrived at Lady Beatrice, she missed her family, the wild, and talking to animals, especially talking to Darwin. Remember, dear, I'm on the board of directors. Do be proud, said Cordelia, waving goodbye. The schoolgirls stared at Eliza as Eliza dragged along her heavy bag. Look, Lady Beatrice is boarding school for girls. Oh boy. Eliza threw her bag onto her bed. Suddenly, a voice from inside the bag yelled, That's it. One more bump and you'll have a scrambled chip. Eliza ripped open her bag and out popped Darwin. Eliza gasped and they hugged. You can't be here, Eliza said. The doorknob jiggled. "Oh no, she's coming," she whispered and pushed him into the closet. Eliza rushed to the door and opened it. "Hi, I'm Eliza Thornberry," she said out of breath. "Guess we're roommates." "So it appears. I'm Sarah Wellington," the girl said snootily. Sarah looked across the room. "I see you've already been in my closet." Then she went to examine the partly opened closet door. "Wait," Eliza quickly shouted. "Want one of my mom's homemade peanut butter cookies?" Sarah stopped in her track. "I might have use for you yet," she said. She didn't want her to see. She didn't want her to see him in the closet. I'm just saying. A week later, Eliza found some squirrels to talk to. "It's great to talk to you guys." "It's been awful," Eliza sighed. "Go on, Eliza, tell Reggie your troubles," said the largest squirrel. "I just miss my family and friends in Africa. I don't even know if they found the poachers who took my friend Tally." Just then, Sarah and her friends walked by with their noses up in the air. "I heard she lived in the jungle and bathed where animals drank," said Sarah. "Next, she'll bring animals into our room," she added. Eliza did her best to ignore them. Wow. The dinner bell rang and Eliza headed toward the cafeteria. "We are a little curious," said Victoria, one of the girls who sat near Eliza. "Wow, have you ever seen a tiger?" "Actually, I've seen lots of tigers," said Eliza proudly. "Tell us more, Eliza," said Victoria. Just then a strange-looking girl sat down. It was Darwin, dressed in Sarah's clothes. "Don't I look fetching?" he whispered to Eliza. "Who's that girl? I've never seen her before," said Jane. Then Sarah noticed something very familiar about Darwin's uniform. "That's my blazer. That's my blazer." Sarah began to tug on the sleeves of Darwin's jacket and noticed how hairy his arm was. Darwin tugged back and his hat fell off and Sarah shrieked. "It's a chimpanzee!" someone shouted. The cafeteria erupted with squeals and cheers. Milk and mashed potatoes flew through the air. "This is the best dinner we've ever had," said Victoria. Darwin was put in a horse stall with a nice horse named Thunder. Back in her room, Eliza told her new friends all about poor Tally. Victoria wanted to write letters to help save Tally. Jane suggested a bake sale. Eliza just wanted to get Darwin and go home. Then Sarah came back from brushing her teeth. "Y'all all have to go," she snapped. "I've been at Mrs. Fairgood's all evening filling out a report, and I'm quite tired." Disappointed, the girls filed out of the room and off to bed. See, look at that. They like listening to her stories. Except for one. That night, Eliza had a dream. She was walking around the school. Suddenly, an elephant ran by her. She was back in Africa. Then Eliza saw another animal out of the corner of her eye. It was Tally. "Eliza, help!" he shouted. Next, a shadow appeared. It was Shaman Nyambo, the man who had given Eliza the gift of speaking to animals. "Do you have a greater destiny? No, you have a greater destiny, Eliza," he whispered. You must go to it. What do you mean? Asked Eliza. Go, Eliza, he said. Go. Go. Then a dark hole appeared in the ground. Eliza began to fall. Ah, screamed Eliza, waking herself up. It was all a dream. Tally's alive, Eliza shouted as she ran to the closet to get her bag. What are you doing, Sarah? What are you doing? Sarah yawned. She rubbed her eyes. I have to leave, said Eliza. Tally needed her help. I'm telling Mrs. Fairgood, Sarah said, heading for the door. No, please, begged Eliza. You have to keep this a secret. Do you have a credit card? I need 2 tickets to Africa. Africa? I am not taking part in this, Sarah said. Please, it's a matter of life and death, and you'll get your room back. Sarah smiled. She headed straight for the phone and dialed. Would you prefer a window or an aisle seat? She asked. Let's go, whispered Eliza, yanking Darwin out of the horse stall. They traveled quickly through the night. Once they safely boarded the airplane, Darwin was happy to relax and eat snacks. We're going to save Tally. I just know it, Eliza exclaimed. Haven't we been through this already? Darwin rolled his eyes. Yeah, said Eliza, but that was before I learned about my destiny. Here we go again, Darwin said and popped a peanut in his mouth. Well, the end. Thank you for listening to me. Wow. That was an adventure. Boarding school blues. All right. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Mom, for always being here and listening. Yes, thank you, Victoria, for always sharing my videos. Don't forget, you guys, click like and share. Yes, share my videos. Don't forget, you guys, go to YouTube. Look for Audrey's Reading Area. And what you're going to do with that subscribe button once you get there? What you going to do with it? Yes! Smash it! Ha! Thank you. All right, you guys. I will see you tomorrow again, live, Live, live at 8 tomorrow here at Audrey's Reading Area.